I still count mine, I'm going to be honest.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how many goals are you on then, Pat?
17.
17,
No, 18.
Wait, 18? Where's the other one come from?
Training.
This is the official Leeds United podcast.
We've got a fairly decent game to chat about, haven't we, lads, eh? Pat, how are you feeling after that?
Yeah, good, to be honest. I was just happy to get a few shots on goal. No, it was a great game. I think that was probably up there with maybe even the best of the season.
Yeah, one of the best performances, definitely. And for me, I'm just over the moon buzzing that you scored. Genuinely, I'm buzzing with it. Like, it was a great finish as well.
You also sound very surprised, Bex.
Well, it's been a while, hasn't it?
You did sound really surprising.
I was like, wow, he's actually found himself in a great position. No, I'm only messing. Listen, the movement from you, and obviously being a striker, that's all I look at. I look at the movement, the positioning of yourself, the timing of your run, where you start your run from behind the defender, when you get in front of him. Mate, it was lovely. It was lovely. Got me hot under the collar, Pat.
And scoring in front of Gareth Southgate as well, Pat.
Yeah, the thing is, I never know when he's there. Like, I always get told in the interviews after, Southgate was watching. I'm like,
do you not look and see who's there beforehand?
Because it's not exactly like it's packed, is it?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I don't like trying. The only person I know who's there, or I notice if he's not there, is Victor, because I can hear it.
Go on, Leeds! Go on, Leeds!
Yeah.
What a guy.
But apart from that, I don't really check who's in the stand. So.
I mean, you can just assume that Southgate's always there, because he must have a season ticket by now. I know he lives up the road, but bloody hell. It's every Leeds game, it seems like.
He just likes watching us, I think. I don't even know if he's scouting. He just enjoys watching Leeds.
Matt, what was it like watching that game over in America?
Yeah, it was brilliant. I mean, we're a bit thin on the ground this week because a couple of people had come back to England, and it was an early morning one for us. It was a 7:30 kickoff, so there weren't as many of us watching. But the ones that didn't make it, they missed out. It was fantastic. I mean, I'll be honest. When we saw the team sheet before the game, and with Rafinha still out, Calvin still out, it was looking at the speed of Spurs, particularly their front three. I thought this could be a bloodbath potentially, and just I've never been so happy to be wrong in my life. Everyone,
it was a bloodbath.
Well, it was. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
The right way around.
And that was that was the frustrating thing, is that everyone talked about how poor Spurs were after the game, but and I thought the way that Leeds played Spurs was fantastic. We wanted it more. We ran more. Our passing was sublime. Even after 5 minutes, it was complete chalk and cheese from the previous week. We just looked so assured on the ball. We looked every bit a top half Premier League team. The finishing was great. I mean, that goal, Rodrigo's goal, was just
brilliant, wasn't it?
That was incredible. The passing move, everyone was involved with that. No, it was just a really brilliant game. Everyone just enjoyed it, and it didn't feel like previous, like the Man City game where you were sort of biting your nails for the whole thing. Beyond sort of that goal that was disallowed for Harry Kane, it felt relatively comfortable. I mean, I might not have said that at the time, but looking back on it now, I'm like, I didn't feel like we were under a huge amount of pressure at really any point in the game. Unlike, I mean, even the Man United game that we drew 0-0, it was like constantly sort of, oh God, they could score at any minute. That Spurs game, I just thought we just controlled it so well. I didn't feel like we were under the cosh at any point.
Did you feel under the cosh, Matt? Go on.
Sorry, I was just going to ask. At 7:30, did you have a pint, or did you have like orange juice whilst watching the game?
I normally have a pint, but because I'm going back to work soon, I drove to the pub this time. So I had a cup of coffee.
What does that have to do with you going back to work soon?
Yeah,
Aren't you going back to work in like 2 weeks?
He's on a flush, a detox, isn't he?
Thank you, Bex. Thank you.
Why? Have you got a certain body shape you need?
Us actors get that. We get that, don't we, mate?
Listening on together.
Like, you look at that and you go, well, this season that's 100% offside. I don't agree with it. It's wrong.
I don't agree with
it. But this season, that is offside. We've had worse. Yeah. So it's not as if like it's only happened and this is the first game of the year. We've got 3 games left. They've been disallowed all year. We've had about 4 of them. Like, come on, let's not pretend that like it was this season. I mean, let's not pretend it was like scandalous. It was offside.
But it was a lovely finish though.
It was a nice finish.
Wow, that was
a nice finish.
Exquisite.
I mean, next
You
season
must
we
have
have
been
to
watching
start.
my YouTube clips.
Do you know what? Funnily enough, I saw you plastering your clips over Twitter the other day, and
Don't know what you're talking about.
I didn't realise you could kick the ball that far.
I know, surprising, right?
Yeah, the slip definitely helped, didn't it?
Hey, listen. Where did the ball end up? That's the ultimate question. Who was the last person to touch it? Me. From the
What I want
halfway
to know
line,
is,
and it flew in.
right, Bex, was it with your right foot or was it with your left foot? Did you kick it off your left foot? So is it a left foot goal or a right foot goal or what?
So I kicked it with my right foot. However, when I slipped, I bumped a little bit of a mold, like a little bit of a mound, and it hit the mound and flew up and over the goalkeeper into the goal. Flying, mate, unbelievable.
Wow.
If you're not seeing it and you're listening to this pod,
Just go on his Twitter.
yeah, it's just one of many goals that I happen to have scored over my illustrious career. No, it was the second leg. I think it was playing for Preston in the playoffs semi-final. So I scored 1 in the first leg, 2 in the second leg, and then a hat-trick in the final at Wembley. But listen, that's a different conversation for another time. Don't worry about that. Listen, it is what it is. These things happen, Pat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I just wanted to clarify. I didn't need all the detail. I just wanted to know which foot it hit.
Stop egging me on then.
Well, I think we have to agree that next season they're going to have to sort this offside rule, because people's goals that are, like we just described, fantastic
Legitimate.
finishes.
Yeah.
We can't be taking finishes like that off people. And Pat had a couple of stunning ones this year, and they get forgotten about now because they didn't count. We can't be having that next year, can we?
I still count mine, I'm going to be honest.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how many goals are you on then, Pat?
17.
17.
No, 18.
Wait, 18? Where's the other one come from?
Training.
No, funnily enough, when I used to play as a young lad in the Forest Academy, there was one boy who was a striker in the year above. I remember I used to think, like, I'm going to try to score as many as him. I asked him one time how many he'd got, and he said like 200 and something. I was like, no chance you scored that many. He was like, yeah, I scored 3 the other night in training, 4 the night before. I was like, so he counted every single goal.
All Leeds, aren't we? The official Leeds United podcast.
Chris Whitebourne's tweeted to say, after Paddy's revelation concerning Stuart Dallas aftershave, I was intrigued by how good it could smell. So I ordered some samples for about £10. A small bottle. cost about
£10 for a sample, by the way.
I know. I mean, already alarm bells. 250 quid for a small bottle. It's Baccarat 540. Have you heard of that, lads?
I have now,
only,
yes.
only off the back of Stewie, yeah.
250 quid for a bottle of aftershave. Lads, tell me you've never spent that much on aftershave. Jermaine? Matt?
I think somebody's at the door.
Yeah, is that yeah, both our doors.
Same with
You
yours?
are
Yeah.
joking. You are joking.
Does it count if it's a gift to yourself?
Yes, it does. Yes, Jermaine, hang on. I need to know, what is this aftershave and how much did you spend?
Do you know what? There was a phase where I went through Creed, and
I knew it was going to be that.
Yeah, just because, like, again, similar to what Chris was saying there, just out of intrigue, like I smelled somebody and they smelled incredible. I said, "Wow, what is that smell?" And they said, "Oh, I think it's called Aventus Creed." And I was like, "Oh, go on then, I'll try it out." I didn't opt for the £10 samples because I thought £10 for a sample was outrageously expensive. So I just went deep, and I went 200 plus quid on an actual bottle, which was ridiculous, by the way. All right, so I had one of those moments, you know, where you pick something up and you don't see a price on it, you take it to the till, and it's too late to turn back.
Oh, yeah.
It's never
It's
too late.
too late to turn back. It was.
I am that person that would go, oh my God, I didn't realise it was that much. I'm putting it back. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but what happened was they said, oh, Jermaine, it's nice to see you. Oh, do you know what? That is a brilliant aftershave there you've got. And I was like, yeah, cheers, thanks very much. They're like, yeah, 290 quid. I was like, how many do I get?
Please tell me that you've still got that aftershave now and it's not all gone.
Oh, funny story. The lid, the top of the spray,
the squirt,
where the actual squirty bit comes out, it broke. So I've still got it, but just without the top, and no other top fits it, which is
you paid
random.
290 quid for aftershave, and the top broke.
Circa 290. So it could have been a little bit less,
or a little bit more.
Matt, please, you have not. You do not strike me as a man who would spend a lot of money on aftershave.
What are you saying? I look like I smell bad? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
No, I'm joking.
When was the last time you washed that t-shirt? Is what she's saying. Tom Ford Portofino.
To be fair, Tom Ford is nice.
There you are. Yeah. See, now you changed your tune, ain't you?
Yeah, but I'm not paying for it. I wouldn't pay for it. I'm not a bloke. I would not pay that amount of money.
That's it. You say you don't want to pay for it, but you like the smell. That's not fair. That's not fair because someone's got to pick up that tab. And that's me and Bex.
We're pleasing you.
You know what I mean?
It's unfair.
I hate to break it to you, lads, but we're doing this on Zoom. No one can smell you.
I'm not wearing it.
Do you
special occasions only?
I was going to say, is it like a special occasion aftershave? Do you have like a day aftershave and a nighttime aftershave?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, well, that's okay. So it is just for special occasions. So you have like, a budget one during the day?
Well, I got married in Portofino, and so I like this smell as well. And I was like, well, that's perfect, isn't it? I can get that and wear it on my wedding day in Portofino, and then I wear it, special occasions, that kind of thing. I can't be spending 250 quid every few months. That's mad.
Yeah,
absolutely. I mean,
remortgage my house.
That's all right. If it was a wedding gift to yourself, we'll take that. that.
All right, mine was a wedding gift to myself as well. Yeah.
Jermaine's go with that.
That works.
This is the official Leeds United podcast.